Joining me is Shresht Mishra, co-founder and CPO, Simple Energy. Shresht, what a pleasure to speak to you in person. Let me first begin by congratulating you on this launch. Tell me, 7 years into operations, what will the Gen 2 bring to consumers in India?
First of all, thank you for having me and thank you for coming down to our launch as well. And Gen 2 has helped us increase our product portfolio at the same time cater to a larger audience with a better value proposition than the existing Gen scooters that we have. Also, more options for the customers to choose from. And then probably we are working on introducing more products also in the coming time. But with the existing product portfolio, I think it would be a treat for the customers and the passion and the love that we have put into delivering or designing the product, now we are giving it to the customers as well.
Great. I did see that during the launch, you did mention very aggressively, in fact, about the technology and the software part of it. How will Gen 2 kind of be a game changer when it comes to the software side of it?
So, Gen 2 plays a very important role because it has helped us work on the data that we've got from the customers' vehicle that we've sold to build better range algorithms, better performance algorithms, and also work on improving the value proposition, as I rightly said, that not just on the range and performance side, but also on the software features, the utility side. For example, the front glove box, you get it so that you can charge your vehicles. That's the input that we've got from the customers, our dealer partners. So Gen 2 is a result of not just engineering, but a lot of customer feedback that we've got from our customers and dealer partners.
Okay. In terms of range anxiety, that is something which has been quite a concern and consequence existing in the EV business. How do you plan to cope up with that challenge?
So definitely range anxiety is one of the biggest challenges in terms of adoption of electric vehicles across the world, right? So we have been working on not just solving the range anxiety part by increasing the range or increasing the reducing the watt per kilometer consumption, that's like kilometer per liter, but also working on introducing fast charging network, public charging network for the customers so that they can leverage it, so you can go anywhere you want, everywhere you want, without having to look at your charging percentage every passing minute. So our focus has always been solving the core problems that customers have been facing. One of them, the biggest of them, I would say, was range anxiety, and we have been able to solve it by increasing the range and also introducing public fast charging as well.
Okay. You've also set a forward-looking plan with the launch of a Ultra. What kind of sets that apart, not just from your other three variants that you've had, but also on the normal competition in the market?
Yeah, I mean, Ultra definitely is a testament of the work and the R&D that the team has put in over the past few years, past 6 or 7 years. The team has been relentlessly working on making sure that the technology that we talk about is top notch. So that's the result of the hard work that the team has put in, and we will keep on pushing the bar even further to make sure that the customers get maximum value out of the maximum value out of the money that they pay. At the same time, it's about also proving what electric mobility actually can deliver to the customers. So Ultra is just one step, and there is multiple more things that are under development.
Okay, great. As I walk around, I see here a wonderful color, Shresh. If you come along with me, and if we just pan around, because it's going to definitely add to the visual appeal of it. Tell me, and I'm going to try to do some wordplay in this. How simple is it to be in the EV business in India when it comes to the policy support? Because I know government does have a lot of reforms in terms of FAME, etc. But have they been helpful on ground, and do you expect more because the budget is also around the corner?
I mean, definitely the government has played a very important role in adoption of electric vehicles and also pushing electric mobility to the customers. And at the end of the day, what we are facing in terms of air quality index problems and air pollution, electric mobility is one of the major solutions that you can put for the customers and for use case of the people, right? So policies definitely have pushed, but I believe that it's not just policies, but also there are factors which are not under anybody's control, such like geopolitical problems that might come up. And any businesses should be built independent of all these challenges, because you have to build a system which is independent of just not relying on subsidies from the government, but also making sure that you are able to face the geopolitical headwinds that keep on coming because of various reasons. So I think we at Simple have been working with our vertical integration in our product, with our in-house developed motor, battery pack, everything. We've been able to solve that, I would say. And in the longer run, we would also keep on working to make sure that our supply chain is secured, and at the same time we would keep on working on more R&D so that we can bring out new innovative products.
Okay. I also have another question to ask you, and this is more to do with the fact that two-wheeler EV business has been quite flourishing in India. And if we go by the record numbers, they were close to about, say, 56% of two-wheelers sold in India that were EVs. Now, going forward, how do you see this sector kind of emerging well, especially that you have mentioned that consumers are now wanting to make their life easier from this aspect?
So definitely, it's about for a customer. I think it matters that what kind of value proposition that he is getting. Let's say if you want to switch from a phone, you would always look out for something equivalent or better than that, right? So that is what whole idea of Simple is, that we want to give a product which is at least equivalent or better than the existing options, then only the customer to buy. We always rely on the value proposition that we define or build, and the customers love the product that we build.
10,000 is the number that you have given when it comes to your product on the road, and you are happy about it. Definitely, you're aiming for more. Do you have a set plan that how will you end this financial year in terms of your sales value, and also with the new launch, what is the kind of expectation?
Yeah, I mean, by March, I think we should be selling 6 or 7,000 more scooters at least. That's the bare minimum number that we're looking at. At the same time, it's also about having the right set of partners, because automotive as a business is not just only about selling, it's also about the after sales support. So our vision is to have strong dealer partners on the ground, so that whenever we are selling in a city, we should be able to take care of the after sales support as well. And that is one of the most important parts of this business, and that is where we are working relentlessly. We have 60 stores live. We are working on opening more stores across the country. It's just that as I said, that it's very important for us to have the right set of dealer partners who align to the vision, who align to the passion that we have for the product, and can pass on the same experience in terms of sales and experience, not just on the sales part, but also on the after sales part, is something that will help us take to the next level.
Okay. When the consumers come for bookings and when they're sharing their interest in buying, is there some kind of skepticism in terms of infrastructure facilities pertaining to the charging stations? Or do you think that challenge is something that's being overcome soon?
I think now customers have now been looking at more of a home charging solution, because the vehicles that we have sold, majority of the customers are still charging it home, and regular home charging is good enough for the customer, specifically for two-wheelers. But in addition to that, keeping as an option, backup option, we are introducing fast charging network to all our Simple stores and service centers, to make sure that whenever we are opening a store in a new city or the existing ones as well, there is a fast charging support available for emergency situations.
Okay. Would you say the Gen 2 has a particular target audience? Is it just any other normal consumer who's traveling, needs it to commute on a daily basis, or is it just for the enthusiasts?
It's for everyone. We have never segregated it as a target audience, because we have seen people aging from 18 to almost 55, 60 years as well. It's just that somebody who's looking at a value proposition, a good value proposition for the price he's paying. I think that's the whole idea behind Simple as a company, was that we want to build products that are best in class in terms of features that we want to give to the customers, and also the customer gets better in terms of what he pays for.
One quick question as we come to the end of this interview, and this is on your IPO plans.
Yes, so we do have IPO plans for 2027 is what we're looking at, a $350 million IPO that we're looking at. But again, we are taking one step at a time. Our focus is to scale up the Gen 2 and introduce more products which are under development, and then take things step by step.
Great. Thank you very much, Shresth, and wishing you all luck.
Thank you so much, and thank you to your viewers as well.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.